we took the risk of at least trying to turn over values into concrete policies. Of course, we didn't succeed in everything, and we made mistakes, you bet. But we took risk of value-based politics. And today, development specialists and regional leaders, including all our neighbors, including the Russians, as surprising as that might sound, come to our country in search of ideas or new ways to address old problems. Some generously say Georgia's success is due to transformational leadership. Well, I think in reality, transformational leadership means that any government systematically decided to empower people, to allow them to change our lives and their social environment. This is the way you can transform a society without gulags, guillotines, by allowing initiative, bringing out the best out of the people. Before we felt imprisoned by our past, now we feel liberated and promise for the future. What the economists actually said, this is the first post-Soviet country that's no longer Soviet in any way. And with this radical transformation of mind and souls, we have laid the foundations for social justice and economic success.
You lived and worked here in New York for a number of years, and you once said, and I want to quote this, "I grew up with the idea in Georgia, like all my generation, the West was an absolute paradise, and that we lived in an absolute hell. That was the identity of my generation." Now, a lot of Western Europeans and Americans are actually feeling pretty badly these days about their economics, about their politics. Do you have a message for them?
Come and live in Georgia. I mean, like, we're also trying we just invited 10,000 Americans to teach English, and we already have thousands of them in place. So I hope that within 5 years, every young person will speak English. And we are doing a number of other things, university campuses and things together with the American universities. But the reason that we're doing this, that they all not only bring language skills or technology skills, they bring way of thinking, civilization. And this is still, no matter how many times we might say, oh, America is declining, everybody is also coming up. By the way, I was quite a kid then still, but I remember this end of the 70s, they were saying exactly the same thing, you know. America is finished, Japan is taking over, but nobody has invented more superior, way of political system and thinking. That's true, and that's basically ultimately what makes America and general free world more resilient.
I think what we have to sort of leave this room with is a positive note, because there's some wonderful things that are happening in this world, and it's not only about negative. I think that in times where things are harder, usually you think harder to get solutions, and that's what we should all be doing. So the first thing that comes out of our discussion in the last 2 days is definitely, and I've been saying it for years, those that play in the right court with the right values down the line are going to be winners. There's always innovation. When you sit down and think about solutions, it's very important to look at positive solution and to engage people and communities. So thank you very much. And again, Mr. President, thank you for being with us this evening.